same with us.
9:30 every day, and then 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yeah.
I don't think she's turned on yet. Are they already listening?
No, I just.
Yeah, I don't know if she's. I think once she picks it up, I think it's on. Yeah, listen. Huh?
Makes sense. That's fine. That's
Is that what you're saying?
what's 8?
Let's see. It's got to be one of the
Yeah, so like that's where you get a lot of your noise and ambient.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's too loud. If you keep going up,
See, that's good. Turn them up.
yeah.
Is that what it's doing?
Oh no, they're still loud.
Not really.
No, it's just good for you.
It is bedtime. Oh, that's just like. Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's the thing about sport.
It's better. Test, test. You're trying to make me nervous?
Yeah. What?
I'm gonna get your mix right.
Okay. Do I need to do like a check? Welcome back, Jackets fans, to day 2 of our tournament here in Detroit. Jackets got a win and a tie yesterday against some tough competition out of Canada. This will be our 3rd Canadian game of the weekend against the SOO Greyhounds. So I don't know if they go by SOO. I need to ask my fellow announcer over here. Or if it's like SOO or SOO, I don't know. But either way, 2 amazing performances from our goaltenders yesterday. Shorman getting the shutout in the first game, and Bramante putting up 38 saves on net in the second game. I believe when I looked last night, that was the most of any goaltender here yesterday. So outstanding job from both of those girls to keep the Jackets toward the top of their bracket here. Jackets going into day 2, number 3 in the bracket. Looking for 2 more wins here today to seal the deal to make it into the playoff round tomorrow. Final seconds counting down off the clock, and we will be ready to rumble. And I know we had 2 broken arms yesterday, but it does appear that Sophie LaRoche Might have been a sprain, could be a fracture, but either way, she is in uniform today. So Sophie LaRoche will be back out on the ice. Ellie Colehouse. I am. Ellie Colehouse still on the bench running the door for us this morning. So I'm kind of running out of pregame announcements. You know, I don't really plan it out that way. Do they call themselves SOO?
Oh, that's really different.
Okay. I was like, I don't want to say Sue the whole time, and they're like, who's that?
No, yeah.
Sue. Okay. Confirmation, it is Sue. So, playing the SOO Greyhounds here. It's out of southern Ontario. We've got Juliet Dar out here to take the face-off. Bree Sullivan with her. Addie Olsgaard, Delaney Gutschall, and May Dowse. Mary Shorman back in goal for us this morning. Sue picking it up, but taken off the stick by Dowse. Dowse trying to turn directions, but gets it swiped. Girl going toward the front of the net. Shot sent aside by Shorman. Chipped out of the zone there by Sullivan, and it's going to be Dar giving chase. Dar gets down. Sue pick it up behind their own net. They get it up the boards and trying to regroup, but Sullivan picks it off the stick. Olsgaard trying to get it up to her. Olsgaard again makes contact with the six. Shot by Sullivan off the leg pass. Shot by Olsgaard off the mask. Puck still loose, but Sue are going to pick it up, and they're going to come with speed across the blue line. Sue taking it down into territory, but Dowse separates it from the puck, and that one's going to horseshoe around the boards. Dowse going to meet it there, trying to send it up to Svensson. Greyhounds get it off the boards, but Jackets able to get this out. Clark beats one defender, heading up the sideboards again still. Clark picking it back up, trying to shovel pass it toward the front of the net. Sue, though, get contact with it. Vogelsang, though, picking it up at the blue line, gets to the top of the circle. Shot goes wide of the net. And now it's going to be on the opposite boards. Sue trying to get out. They get it just past the line, but Jackets all flee with speed, and Lekorchek able to throw that back in. Jackets still down in the corner. Svensson trying to keep possession as Jackets change a couple. Svensson loops around the top, gets a shot, and glove save by the Greyhounds goaltender. So we'll get our first whistle. 13:33 to play in the first. Offensive zone face-off. Jackets are going to have McInhill take this one. Ori and Thomas out with her. Mullet and Myers on the defense. Sue able to clear this out of the zone. Myers giving chase. Myers picks it up, has it on her backhand. Trying to find herself some real estate. Takes it behind the Jackets net. Gets it up the boards to Ori. Ori looking for the stretch pass to Thomas. Gets intercepted, but Jackets trying to still pick it back up in the zone. McInhill fighting it free from the skates. Ori in there to help. She gets a swipe at it. Sue now trying to clear this up the sideboards. No space, so sends it behind her own net. Hard pass to the middle. Broken up by Thomas. And Sue now going to try to go the opposite way. They try to clear this out. Puck is bouncing, and it's going to be Dar that goes back to collect it behind the Jackets net. Dar trying to make a man miss, giving her team some time to change. Trying to clear that out, but caught at the blue line by the Greyhounds. Greyhounds getting a shot off the body of Shorman. Myers now in the corner, and now Mullet trying to pop this one out. LaRoche on the ice, trying to get it out. She gets it over to Dar. Dar looking for Sullivan, hits the skate of Sullivan, and that one's going to glide all the way to the Greyhounds goaltender. And we'll get another offensive zone faceoff, 12:17 to go in the first. Puck goes down to Dar. She gets it over into the corner. Sue pick it up, horseshoeing it around the boards. Gutschall at the boards to try to meet it. Loses an edge, but still able to keep it in the zone. And Sullivan now battling that off the boards. LaRoche able to pick it up, tries to get it to the middle. Puck still loose. Gutschall gets it into the body and able to send it over into the empty corner. Douse now dropping onto the boards, trying to keep this possession alive. And that one bounces up and into the netting, so we'll get another whistle. Jacket's going to use this chance to change all 5. And we'll get a centering faceoff by Flaherty. She's got Svensson and Olsgaard out here with her. Vogelsang and Lekorchik are your defenders. Puck goes down, caught up in the faceoff circle. Jacket's trying to get possession. SOO send it up the boards and caught at the blue line by Vogelsang. She doesn't have a shot, so sends it down to Olsgaard. Olsgaard to the middle to Flaherty. Flaherty's shot goes to the wide of the net. Svensson now trying to fight for it. Flaherty up on the sideboards. Just long pass is going to not hit its target, and Olsgaard going to be able to send that one back into the zone quickly. Centering pass goes into the SOO legs. Jacket's still trying to get possession. Olsgaard's shot goes off the leg side blocker, and leg blocker, and we will have the Jackets. SOO try to send it out. They get it out of the zone, but they've got a hard chase on it. Vogelsang, though, nice back check to be able to get that puck off the stick. And SOO tried to send it to the front. Lekorchik able to meet it. Svensson now trying to get that one free, but SOO pick it up in the middle. Nice stick check by Vogelsang, though, to prevent the shot. And Vogelsang now going to be off to the races. She gets to the red line, just dumps it in, and Jacket's going to do a wholesale change here. Rory going to race in for this puck along with Clark, trying to pin these Greyhounds in here. Greyhounds, though, get it out into neutral ice. Clark, though, the one to pick it up. She loops it back around, but that is going to go down for an icing call. So we will get our first defensive faceoff of this game, 10:43 to play in the first. Puck drops to McInhill, comes up to the SOO blue line. SOO going to drop it back down into the corner. Mullet putting some hard pressure on in the corner. And puck comes out, and it's going to be onto the stick of Ori. Ori now trying to cross into neutral ice, gets past the red line, and tosses that one in. Clark going to be the chaser along with McInhill, trying to keep this in. And now Douse right off the bench, able to keep that at the blue line. She gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan behind the net, trying to keep possession while the rest of her forwards change. Sullivan still tied up back there, but Dar's in to help along with Thomas. Thomas picks it up in the corner, trying to maintain possession, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for some space, lots of attackers on her, gets it to the front, shot, and right into the belly, but beautiful one-timer there by Thomas to get a shot off, but nice save by the Greyhounds goaltender, and we will get another face-off, 9:45 to play. Puck gonna drop to Dar here. Goes over to the SOO winger on the wall. Thomas trying to fight for possession here. Comes up to Capri. Capri trying to get it into the middle to Dar. Dar still loose, got a stick on it. Puck still bouncing. Picked up by Gutschall. She sends it into the corner. Dar with a shot. Or Dar getting it to Sullivan for the shot, but it goes off the leg pads again. SOO now coming back with some pressure. Douse trying to keep the possession of this puck, and Douse with the nice defensive moves to prevent any shot other than the one directly under the glove, and we will get a whistle. 9:18 to play in the first. Vogelsang getting it up to LaRoche, and LaRoche just a little too much juice on another icing call. So Flaherty out here to take this face off. LaRoche and Svensson are her wings. Lekorchik and Vogelsang out as your defenders. Shorman back in net. Puck goes down, comes up to, goes back to the Vogelsang side. Vogelsang gives it a whip around the boards, and Svensson with a nice move to get that up to Flaherty. Flaherty able to pop that free. Flaherty with a diving move to get it into the zone, and now LaRoche picks it up. LaRoche looking for Svensson in front of the net. Still loose, puck diving, and she scores! Just absolute mayhem in front of the net, and enough whacks at it, and we were able to score. And it's Sophie LaRoche off of IR from yesterday, who was able to win. Svensson and Avery picked up by Olsgaard. Olsgaard puts it into the zone. It's going to get the chase. Olsgaard trying to pick that one back up. Sends it up to Mullet on the trying to send it up to Mullet at the blue line. Can't quite make it past the defender, but Mullet's going to whack at it. Able to get it off. Still loose. Mullet trying to get enough of a stick on it to keep that in, and that it's going to pop out of the zone, but nice stick work there by Myers to keep the play alive. SOO with possession, though, behind the back of their own net. SOO trying to play this one past the defender again, and nice work there by Olsgaard to get it to Ori, and Ori just sends a lob shot and an easy glove save there by the SOO goaltender, but we'll get another offensive zone faceoff, 8:17 to go. Puck goes down to Dar, flies to the wall where Clark is, caught by Dowse at the blue line, trying to drop it back in. Picked up by Dar again. She's in the corner looking for the front of the net. And we'll get a penalty call here on Ava Clark, I think. So get an interference call there. Windows pushing and shoving in front of the net. So Jackets are going to go on their first PK of the game. 8:04 to play. A minute and 30 seconds of a man disadvantage. We'll have Dowse, Gutshaw, Dar, and Sullivan out here to try to kill this off. So puck's down. Dar trying to get this puck free. Gutshaw getting in front of the net, and that's going to slide to the side. Gutshaw trying to get possession, but that comes up to the blue liner. Blue line to blue line pass. She drops to the top of the circles, trying to get that in front. Goes off the skate of Dowse. Dar now gets a stick on it, and that's going to roll up into the netting. So we'll get another whistle, but a minute 12 left on this penalty here now. I think they lost their puck here, so got to find a new puck. Got the puck. So Flaherty going to take this face off. She's got LaRoche out with her, along with Vogelsang and Leporchik. Flaherty trying to fight for possession, able to give it a nice little chip off the board, see if that one dies. That's going to go for an icing. So it was a slow roller, though, and able to kill another 12 seconds off of this penalty. Puck goes down, caught onto the faceoff circle. Goes into the corner. SOO trying to get to the front of the net, but no one home, and Flaherty again trying to chip it off, and she's able to perfectly into neutral ice. SOO go to the opposite side, try to find some space. Able to get this one on to a stick, but Jackets still trying to prevent them from entering the zone with any speed. LaRoche gets a stick on it. SOO now again trying to get this one to the front. And Leporchik bats it away. Back up to the blue line, 20 seconds remaining on this penalty. Picked up again by the SOO, trying to get it from the top of the circle. Flaherty able to get a stick on it momentarily. SOO kind of staying out of harm's way, dancing this blue line here. Flaherty trying to attack, along with LaRoche. Press toward the net, and nice defensive play there by LaRoche, I believe. SOO again with possession, but Jackets back to full strength. Clark off of the out of the box, trying to make some offensive magic happen, but SOO still maintaining possession, trying to get this away from the front of the net. It's a dangerous puck, but Vogelsang able to sweep that away. Puck comes up again, up to Clark, and Clark is going to get this one out of the zone and across, and she gets to the red line and chucks that one in. Jacket's going to be able to change all 5 skaters now and fresh legs onto the ice. McInhill trying to pin them deep in this zone here. SOO trying to get it out, hits the legs of Mullet. Mullet drops to the top of the circle, looking for McInhill in the middle. But SOO are going to be the ones to pick that up. SOO trying to go for the long pass, but can't quite hit their target, and Mullet with the wheels able to get back in front of her. Mullet around the back of her own net, trying to get this to a teammate. SOO, though, going to be the one to pick it up. Now, iced in there in the corner. SOO trying for that back door. Pops off of Mary's leg pads, defended her well, and out of the zone by Thomas. SOO now trying to readjust, go for that long pass, and they chuck it into the zone, and they're going to give chase. Picked Meyer now into the corner, trying to get this up. She gets it up to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get that out, and now Meyer again gets a stick on it. Sullivan able to get that one out to Dar, and now it's going to be Sullivan. Dar off to the races, heading down the ice, trying to get that to the front. Sullivan almost able to make that happen, but can't quite complete that pass, and Jackets now trying to establish pressure in their zone. Dar gets it to the front, but hits some skates, and now Jackets again trying to get there. Olsgaard to Dar, Dar to Olsgaard. Dar sends it to Gutschall. Gutschall tries to get it in low, hits the stick of Sullivan. Sullivan now trying to battle for this, and it's going to be SOO back with speed. Gutschall trying to put the Jets on, and shot goes into Gutschall's body. Dowse able to pick it up and send it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard able to get it out of the zone, but SOO are going to just chip it right back in. Gutschall now, or May now off to, chips it up to Gutschall. Gutschall gets it to Svensson, and Svensson trying to get this out, but that's going to come back in the zone by the SOO. Gutschall now sending it over to Dowse behind the net, and it's going to be Olsgaard able to get this out to Flaherty, and Flaherty is going to have Svensson with her as she goes down into the offensive zone. She's going to chuck that in behind the net. Svensson there to pick it up. Svensson trying to dig that out. She's going to send it horseshoeing, and Vogelsang going to drop low on the boards to try to maintain some offensive pressure. SOO now pick it up, though, trying to clear this out, and Jackets pulling off the pressure, and SOO now going to be able to get this across the blue line. They do the whole jump and chase, and it's going to be Jackets who pick it up. Jackets with a nice pass Svensson to LaRoche. LaRoche's going to put on the Jets, and she's going to have to try to play some keep away as Jackets change the other 4. SOO, though, pick it up and able to clear this out of the zone. SOO coming in. They've got 2 attackers. Jackets trying to put the defensive moves. Nice stick by Myers to get that one, to prevent that shot attempt. And now Ori able to muscle that one free. She's got Clark with her. Ori chucks it into the corner, and she's going to be the one to try to retrieve. Mullet at the blue line, able to keep that one in now. SOO with possession behind their own net. Try to hit that up. Goes to the stick of Mullet. Mullet looking for some space. She goes down and behind the net, puts the brakes on, looking for an option here. Going to be picked up by Ori. Ori trying to hit Myers, but slips out of the zone, and Myers going to be forced to collect and neutralize. Myers sends it over to Dar. Dar now behind the Jackets net, looking for an option. She goes up the middle and tries to send a pass as she was losing an edge, and that one is going to slide the length for an icing. 2:18 to go in this first period. Jackets with the 1-0 lead, looking for an additional goal here. Puck goes down to Dar here, trying to get it. She gets it over to Gutschall. Gutschall trying to pick it up and loop it around, but picked up by the SOO. SOO looking for her options, trying to get it to the middle. Gets a shot, but goes behind the net. Now it's going to be picked up by Dowse. Dowse sends it behind the net to Gutschall. Gutschall trying to get it up to Thomas. Thomas able to get that out of the zone. And now Thomas trying to look for Sullivan in the middle of the ice. Sullivan fighting through traffic, gets a shot off, goes off the leg pads of the goaltender and into the corner. Sullivan again picks it up, looking for the middle of the net, trying to hit Thomas, and looked like SOO almost scored on themselves there, trying to clear that, but we'll get a cover and another whistle. 1:44 to go in the first. Puck goes down to Flaherty. Flaherty trying to get possession, gets stuck in the ref skates, and SOO are going to be the ones to come out with it. SOO trying to break out with speed. Vogelsang trying to break that up, but Jacket's able to get back into position. Vogelsang stops the first shot and tries to send it into the corner. Lakorchek now trying to dig this one free. Svensson able to pick that up, plays it off the wall to herself and tries to get it to Flaherty. Flaherty, though, can't quite corral it, able to get it into neutral ice, and SOO now going to try to regroup, and they send that one with a little too much juice, and we'll get our own icing call. So offensive zone face-off with 1:10 left to play in the first. McInhill, LaRoche, and Ori, Mullet, and Myers out here. Puck goes to McInhill, comes up to Ori. Ori with a quick shot off the leg pads. Olsgaard picks it right back up, though. Another shot. Oh, I think that one hit post to post. Comes back up to Meyer. Myers trying to shoot, but that one goes straight into the air. But still loose, and SOO goaltender finally makes a diving save, but that was an offensive blitzkrieg there by the Jackets. Nice face-off win there by McInhill to set up a shot right off the face-off. Dar now going to take this one. Puck goes to Dar. Sullivan gets it to Gutshaw. Gutshaw trying to get that in low, bounces behind the net. SOO trying to send it up to the Douse side. Douse able to keep that in, and now Dar picks it up from the blue line, gets it, trying to hit Clark. Gonna slip to the opposite side of the ice, and SOO now gonna try to get this one out again. Comes up the boards, and Gutshaw thought it was bouncing the opposite way, I think, and now Jackets, though, able to get this one back in. 30 seconds remaining. Clark giving chase, and as the SOO take it behind their own net. SOO trying to clear this out. They are gonna get it out. Gutshaw gives a swipe at it, can't quite make contact, and it's gonna slide all the way down behind the net. Douse picks it up, looking for an option, tries to give it a swipe, and now it's going to be Dar going down. She's got 9 seconds left. Dar looking for her options. She's got Dar trying to send it up to Douse, can't quite get it free, and that will do it on time. But Jackets trying to punch that second goal in there late in the period, but Jackets are going to end the first 15 minutes with a score of 1-0, and we will play the next 30. As a reminder, after 8 minutes remaining, the first stoppage in play will consist of a very quick ice cut, and then we will be back to play the second half. All morning. That looked traumatizing. Okay, back for period number 2. Puck goes down to Dark. She's got Sullivan and Thomas with her. Sullivan's going to be the one to pick it up. She is going to chuck that into the zone, right on net. And Greyhounds goaltender are going to choose to give that one a cover. So we'll get a quick face-off here. 14:51 to play. And for an offensive zone face-off, Jackets are going to change out that forward line, though. Flaherty, Svensson, and Olsgaard are going to be your forwards here. Puck goes to Flaherty, comes up to the board. Svensson is going to give that one a whack and send that one around the horseshoe. Vogelsang drops low, trying to get a shot, gets into the goaltender's pads, but his puck's still loose. Olsgaard gonna stick on it. SOO trying to clear this out. but picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty trying to get a play, but Olsgaard, and it's going to be Soo able to break this out, but right to the stick of Lekorchik. Lekorchik clearing pass, can't quite exit the zone, and Svensson's going to give that one a tap. Not going to ice, though. Beautiful shuffleboard there, and Jacket's going to get the 5 changed. And nice stick there by Myers to be able to get that into the zone quickly, and the 3 forwards spread out trying to capitalize here. Comes up to the stick of Mullet. Mullet looking for, doesn't have a lane to the goal and sends it up to Ori. Ori now behind the goal net, trying to gain some possession here. McInhill in to try to dig it out, and LaRoche sends it just to the full opposite side. Mullet going to give that a chuck, and forward's going to try to re-step up here. McInhill to the middle, trying to get that to the front of the net. Backhanded shot, and that goes into and off the pads of the goaltender. McInhill trying again. Mullet, though, drops low, picking it up, looking for the front. Mullet sending it up to Myers. Myers looking for some space, sends it now opposite side of the net. Jackets again gonna try to bury this, and Soo gonna wisely gonna ice that one, and we will get a whistle. But nice offensive pressure there by the Jackets. 13-16 to go in the second. Jackets looking for the second goal of this game. Puck goes to Dar, tied up underneath there. And Dar's going to be the one to come out with it. Sends it up to Gutschall. Gutschall sends a low one just wide of the net. And now it's going to be Clark there fighting for it behind. Soo trying to send it up. Douse trying to drop on those boards. And Soo able to send it back into Sullivan. Sullivan gets one shot off. Into the corner she goes. And now it's Dar trying to get that one free. Soo going to give that one a hard whack around the boards. Nice stick there by Douse to keep possession. But Clark going to get dropped. Sullivan trying for another shot on net. Soo pick it up. Dar picks it off, picks her pocket. Dar again looking for some space, but Soo all very low in the zone here. Svensson coming off the bench trying to make something happen as well. But Soo all pretty spread out. Picked up on the blue line again by Douse. Douse trying to make some contact here. Able to get a backhand on it. That one's going to come out of the zone, but picked up by Gutschall, and Gutschall's going to toss it right back in as soon as everyone flees, and they're going to head right back in to give chase. Jackets able to change their defenders here, and Svensson still just trying to maintain possession here as Soo is struggling to get this one cleared. Jackets just being a bee in the bonnet, trying to make something happen. Comes up to Vogelsang. Vogelsang looking for the shot, gets it low, bounces behind the net. Picked up by Svensson again to the middle, and cleared by the Soo, but almost knocked in on an own goal there. Jackets again trying to give chase behind this net, and Thomas picks it up, gets it up, trying to get it to Svensson, going to slide to the opposite corner, and Soo now going to try to get this out, but nice stick there by Thomas to just turn its direction, and just really wearing this team out, but they are going to utilize the ice once more, and we will come back down for an offensive face-off here. 11:20 to play. McInhill going to take this face off Olsgaard, and Ori out with her. Puck tied up underneath, trying to get this one free. Gets back behind the net. Hard looping puck there, and Ori's going to be the one to meet it on the midboards. Ori trying to tie that one in, but Soo come away from the corner with it. Soo looking to get this one out. Ori makes contact, but Soo able to get this one free, but I think they're going to have too much juice on that once more, and we'll get another icing here. So no changes here. McInhill going to take this face off again. McInhill gets it up to Ori. Ori trying to get the shot, but not quite the right angle. And now they're going to, Soo going to try to get this one clear. Not going to be an icing call, so Myers going to have to put on the Jets. Myers picks it up behind her net, loops it around, and able to get that up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard able to get that one free from the zone. Olsgaard just going to try to muscle this one into Jacket's territory, and she does. Jacket's going to change a couple of forwards, so SOO trying to maintain some pressure here. They cross into Jacket's territory. Myers the one angling her into the corner. Myers trying to get that puck free, and she does. She taps it to Dar. Dar trying to hit LaRoche, but slides just a bit too far, and that will be the Jacket's own icing call. So going to come into the defensive zone here for this face-off. 10:16 to play. So this faceoff going to be taken by Dar. Puck goes down, picked up by Gutshaw. Gutshaw going to loop it around the back of the net, trying to send it over to Douse. Douse trying to get that one out. Looking for Dar. Doesn't quite hit her, but Dar going to try to muscle this down anyway, and Dar is able to swoop that one into the SOO zone. SOO going to try to play this out. Comes up to Douse. Douse trying to tip it back in. Comes to LaRoche. Dar with a shot. Goes off the leg blockers of the goaltender, and now picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get it to Dar in front. Can't quite get the shot, though, and Dar now trying to loop that one around back to LaRoche. SOO trying to clear this out. LaRoche putting a lot of pressure on SOO. Go the opposite direction now, looking for a way out. Going to be picked up by Gutshaw. Gutshaw with a shot, and she scores! Gutshaw with a shot, deflection by Dar, and it's right in the net. Jackets put a number 2 on the board there. Shot by Dar. Gutshaw shot by Gutshaw. Dar with the perfect deflection, and it's a 2-0 game. So Flaherty going to take this face off. Going to be picked up by Clark. Clark going to try to enter the zone here. Clark, though, loses an edge, trying to maintain possession, wait for the rest of the team. SOO pick it up behind their own net, trying to clear this out up the boards. Clark there to try to keep it, and Svensson right at the top of the point, but SOO going to come out. Jackets, though, swarming, and SOO just going to have to dump and chase. Going to come to Lekorchik. Lekorchik trying to get this up to Svensson, but SOO prevent that exit strategy, and going to have to try for the opposite side. Comes up to Clark. Clark trying to get this one out. She's going to be able to muscle it free, but SOO are going to be the ones to pick it up. SOO trying to get a play on this, but Vogelsang able to get the puck beyond her. Jackets going to try to change some as that puck comes to Natalie Myers. And Flaherty trying to get that up to Thomas. Not going to be an icing call. Thomas trying to keep this puck pinned in here. Jackets with a few line changes here. And SOO now trying to come across. Nice stick move by Mullet. And Mullet trying to clear that out, but SOO send it back in. McInhill now up and around the net, trying to look for some space here. McInhill takes it all the way up the sideboard. She's got some swarming girls on her, but she tries to get that to Thomas. Puck, oh, beautiful pass there. Thomas and Ori right there in the middle. SOO now going to try to come back the opposite way. Gutshaw with a nice stick move there to keep that one out of the zone. And now McInhill going to try to take it back the opposite direction. 7:57 to play in this game now, so next whistle will be our eyes cut. Dar gets a stick tap on it. And now Sullivan off the bench, able to keep this play alive. Dar now going to give chase behind the back of the net. Olsgaard going to try to meet that one in the middle. And Gutshaw gets that puck played past her, but Dar back on the defense to try to keep this puck out of SOO hands. Dar gets it up to Sullivan. Sullivan now has Olsgaard with her. Sullivan going to take it across the blue line, looking for a shot, makes the first man miss, shoots a backhand and right into the breadbasket. So save there, but that will be it for the first half of this game. Jackets going to go into the ice cut with a 2-0 lead. 7:24 to play when we get back. Oh, I feel so much better. Yesterday was not it. I couldn't even come up with their names, much less any words to describe what they were doing.
At least you have the cameraman.
I know.
I gotta it's like 5 seconds later, I'm like, yeah, they get in the zone. Or I'm talking and it's over there and I'm not even.
I couldn't do it. If I had to move the camera myself,
it's hard.
no. You get one or the other for me.
You watch the player and I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, why take it? Why not? You've got a game with 2 natural breaks. Why not just add a third?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
when I was talking to Dar about it, he said, so the ice cuts aren't so close together.
Okay.
You know, instead of doing that for a second period,
Yeah.
then it kind of gives more time.
Yeah. Like back home, like they just do it always every two no matter what. Like.
Even if they're home, there's no home field,
Yeah.
home rink advantage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. It was our first game yesterday morning. No one knew what was going on.
yeah, you know,
Everyone
like,
was
you're
just
like,
standing there
why is
going,
everyone
"Oh,"
like,
yeah. And we're like, oh, they're gonna do the ice.
Jackets back on the ice here in Detroit. 7:24 to play. We will pick up where we left off at the not starting at a face-off circle or anything. So, offensive zone face-off for our Jackets here. We're going to have Flaherty on the same side as she was when we left. SOO pick it up, send it behind their net. SOO now trying to clear it out, comes up to the stick of Douse, trying to get this puck free. And picked up by Clark. Clark trying to get it to Svensson, going to come to Gutschall. Gutschall trying to make a... Gutschall, we're both there at the same space, and that one is going to go down for an icing. So we will come back and redo that. 6:53 to play. Going to take this chance to change all 5 out. They're going to have Dar take this face off along with LaRoche to be back as your defenders. Puck goes down to Dar, tied up underneath. Sullivan takes a shot, and after some stick poke over that, so we will rinse and repeat here. But nice face-off progression there from the Jackets to get that one back to the point man. Puck kind of dies there, and Sullivan intercepts that. Sullivan going to try to muscle that back down farther into the zone. And it's going to be back behind the net again. Dar gets contact with Vogelsang now as well, picks it up, shoots, but goes right into the body of a sub to LaRoche. LaRoche hits Sullivan. Are going to be the one to pick it up behind there. Nope, SOO is going to be the one to pick it up. SOO trying to send that up. Mullet makes contact at the line, and now SOO is going to be able to clear this out, but right to the stick of Myers, and Myers trying to bump that one back in. SOO trying to regroup with a D-to-D pass, and Ori able to get a nice pass to the across the top of the crease, but SOO going to be able to get this puck out, and it's going to be bouncing and dying, so not going to be enough to ice. Picked up by Mullet. Mullet's going to go behind the net, backwards pass, but no one home, and now picked up by Ori. Ori going to try to get this one cleared out, sends it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard gets a bit of a stick on it, but Ori in behind her to get this one picked up, and she's going to just go ahead and toss that one in and get the whole line changed out here. Cam Thomas is going to be the first forward to that puck back behind the net. SOO going to try to send it around and get that one out of the zone. Flaherty taps it back to Douse. Douse going to toss it into the corner and able to clear that out though. And now Gutschall with another shot. Picked up by Flaherty though, or sorry, by Douse though, and bouncing puck gets covered by the goaltender. But Jackets are going to change out their forward line here. Douse and Gutschall going to stay on, but Dar, Clark, and Sullivan out here to take this face-off. Puck goes down, picked up by Clark. Clark gets it back to Gutschall. Gutschall taking a shot, doesn't make it through traffic, but still there in the center of the ice. Bouncing puck now. Dow's going to go for it, but that's going to sneak out of the zone. Gutschall going to be the first to this one. She makes contact, gets up to Clark. And now they're going to have an offsides call here on the Sioux as Gutschall batted that one out of the air. Puck goes down to Dar, and he picked up by Vogelsang. Vogelsang trying to make a press forward. Cut off, and Clark and Dar now stuck on those midboards trying to dig this out. Sioux come away with it. Vogelsang knocks it off the first stick, but Sioux are going to be able to get into this zone, but a little too quick, and they'll have an offsides call here. 4:17 now to go in the second. So face-off going to be taken here by McInhill. Puck down, goes to Lakorchik. Lakorchik back to Vogelsang. Vogelsang trying to play that up for LaRoche. LaRoche can't quite get there, but it's going to be now onto the stick of Ori. Ori, again, trying to get that to LaRoche. And now LaRoche is going to get into the zone, trying to get that to McInhill, but we're going to get a cover as McInhill went toward the net. And now the ref just checked somebody. I think that is at least 3 minutes for an adult on minor violence, but wow. Ref just absolutely annihilated a Sioux girl. The ref, no, put her down. Puck goes down to McInhill. LaRoche trying to make a press for it, along with Mullet, but that puck's going to pop free, and it's going to be Myers. Is the lone defender. Shot comes in, but easy glove save by Shorman. Just snatches that one out of the air, and out there for these Jackets. Olsgaard and Svensson with her, along with Myers and Mullet. Puck goes to the wall. Sioux trying to get it back to the D-man, but Olsgaard there to intercept. Olsgaard trying to get it up to Svensson. Svensson crosses into the zone. Olsgaard has it on her stick, tries to get it to the middle. Crosses the top of the circle. Flaherty, though, able to keep this play alive. Now, Svensson trying to get it to Olsgaard. Can't quite connect on that. Sioux going to try to break this one out, and they cross the ice, but Gutschall there to try to meet it. Gutschall knocking it back the other direction. Not going to be an icing call. And puck's going to slide down into behind the Sioux net. Sioux collects. Olsgaard on the sideboards to try to meet that. Gets it back to May. She dumps it down into the corner, and Svensson's going to pick it up behind the net. Svensson trying to make some space for herself. Gets it up to Gutschall. Gutschall trying to get a shot, but a defender right on her. As picked up by Olsgaard again. Gutschall trying to keep that in. Slides off the nub of the stick, but able to keep it there at the blue line as now Sullivan looking for some space. She loops herself around as Thomas coming in hard, looking for that pass to the middle. Gutschall keeping it again at the front of the net, goes into the body though. And Sioux again trying to break this one out. Sioux get that out of the zone, but Jack is going to take it back in. Dar and Sullivan trying to attack, but Sioux pull it off the stick, and Thomas gets annihilated, and we'll get a boarding call, I believe, on that. Yep. So Sioux going to go to the box for boarding, and Jackets going to get their first power play of the game with 2:26 to go in the second. So Dow, Starr, LaRoche, Sullivan, and McInhill out here is your top five. Picked up by LaRoche. LaRoche sends it back to Dar at the blue line. Dar dances the blue line, sends it over to LaRoche in the corner. Trying to get it to the front. Douse was there at that back door. Douse now there to pick it back up. Trying to drop that to Dar. Dar now drops down onto the side. Looking for an option. Gets it to the middle, but skates in the way. Now it hits the back of the net, and Sioux going to try to clear this up on the opposite side. Sioux going to give that one a whack. Might not have enough to die. And it's not going to die, so Jackets are going to have to work this one out all the way from their own zone. Dar gets it up to Douse. Douse pops it to the middle. Sioux pick it back up, though, and send it back in. Nice power play, or PK here by the Greyhounds. Jackets, again, trying to get this one out, but gets caught in the skates of McInhill and sent right back in. 42 seconds of advantage time left. Douse now trying to get this one to Sullivan. Sullivan, though, loses it off the tip of the skate and or stick, and we get a shot on Shorman. Shorman sends that one aside, and Dowse now again trying to clear this out. Dowse bringing it down, gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to bring it in, but gets it pickpocketed off her stick, and Greyhound's going to send this one down the length again. That one is going to be an icing call, and we will get a whistle. So 18 seconds remaining, 1:13 in the game. Jackets looking for a shot on net here. Going to have Likorchik and Vogelsang along with Flaherty, Svensson, and Ori out here to take this face-off. Puck goes down. Svensson able to pick it up, trying to fight her way toward the front of the net. Gets a shot, hits the leg pads. Puck still loose. SOO trying to loop this one around. Comes to the Likorchik side. Likorchik doing a nice job dropping on that line. Keep that puck alive. Comes to Svensson. Svensson looking for the middle. Hits Flaherty, but can't get that shot to go. Ori now trying to attack this puck again. Svensson sending it back to Vogelsang. Vogelsang gets a shot, but that puck is deflected as it went. And SOO back to full strength. Another shooting attempt by Likorchik is going to hit the shoulder of one of the SOO players. SOO still trying to get out. Vogelsang putting some moves on, gets a shot. Oh, I thought that was going to go. Svensson again, though, picking that puck up. Now she's got it to the middle. Shot by Flaherty, but can't quite get it to go. Puck still loose. Comes back to Vogelsang again. Vogelsang shot. Puck stick goes flying, and now Ori and Vogelsang and Svensson still down in this corner, trying to get this puck to stay on net. SOO able to finally clear that out. Flaherty, though, going to be the first to it. Flaherty going to give it a hard whack over there and get him for too many men, if anybody was counting, but whatever. Smart heads-up play there by Avery, getting the exiting SOO player, but gonna have Dar, Sullivan, and Olsgaard out here. Olsgaard picks it up, and that will do it on the second period. So Jackets gonna go into period number 2 with a 2-goal lead. 15 minutes left in regulation. Record in this tournament. She said she had the most saves by a goaltender. I think your girl's going to beat her after this one. She's holding her own out there. Holy moly. That was quite the shooting. Lots of just little pebbly stuff. Some of these are the ones that killed us all last year. Yes, I know. Yep, those are the ones. It's not the snipe that like goes top shelf. So final 15 minutes to go. Dar here to take the face off. Olsgaard and Sullivan with her. Dowson got shot back on defense. Puck goes down, slides into the corner. Going to be picked up by SOO. SOO defense trying to get this one cleared out. That was a nice cross-ice pass there. Dowse makes contact at the blue line, and that puck's going to slide to the opposite corner. Gutschall trying to be the one to get there first. She gives it a tap and up to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get that one free. She's going to shovel it around to the Dowse side. Dowse has Olsgaard, and Olsgaard's going to give that one a whack, but no forward in sight, and that is going to go down for an icing. So we'll get a whistle here. 14:30 to play. And it will be a defensive zone face-off here for your Jackets. Puck goes down to McInhill, going to be picked up by Vogelsang. Vogelsang trying to gain possession. McInhill now going to flip that one up the boards. Caught at the blue line, though, by the SOO defender, and she's just going to chip that one back in. McInhill now trying to gain possession, gets it lost in the skates. Trickling puck goes right across the crease, but Vogelsang with the stick there to pick that up. She hits Ori with a beautiful pass, and Ori's going to get to the blue line and send that one into the corner. First to the puck, trying to get that one up. with Clark in the front of the net, that puck's going to over to Lekorchek, and she's going to give that one a whack, and it's going to circle. To get the possession, Vogelsang sending it in, goes legs of the defender and into the opposite corner where Svensson is going to try to get this one to the front. It's now a bouncing puck by Lekorchek is going to go to the opposite side though. Bouncing, and that is going to slip through. It's going to be Lekorchek. Svensson trying to clear it out, but caught at the blue line, and that's going to come to Vogelsang. Vogelsang trying to get enough of a stick on it to get this one out. LaRoche as well, and it's going to be Flaherty. Benson's got a one-on-one opportunity, trying to shoot. Can't. Saved by the Greyhounds goaltender. 13-10 now to Thomas, Sullivan, and Dar are going to be out here to take this face off along with Mullet and Myers. Puck going to go down. Dar trying to make something happen. Sue able to clear it out of the zone, tip that puck forward, and it's going to be onto the stick of Myers. Myers going behind the net, trying to get that one up to Thomas. Thomas on the sideboards. Gets it pinned there, pops out to Dar. Dar trying to hit Sullivan in the middle of the ice. Sullivan now going to try to beat the defender. She's got two on her though. Gets it, tips it forward for Dar. Can't quite complete the pass, but Sullivan right there in the middle of the ice. She pick it back up. Sullivan trying to fight for possession, and it's Thomas who's going to knock it away from the Sioux sticks. Jackets trying to get a change going as Douse with some speed trying to keep that one in at the line, but Sioux going to try to pressure this one forward. Sioux get it in, and Douse able to collect, sends it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard going to try to chip that into the zone. She sends it to the middle where Dar is going to give it a go. That puck's going to come out, and Ori does a nice job holding it there to wait for her team to flee the zone. Greyhounds now trying to flee. McInhill with a beautiful stick move to get that puck off the stick and keep the offensive pressure alive. Sue again, though, able to get this one finally cleared, and Sue's going to come down with some speed. Sue across the line, but beautiful stick poke there by Douse. Douse then uses the skate to get that puck clear, and puck is going to be back into neutral ice. Olsgaard going to try to attack, but it's going to be Ori. Ori now by herself, able to cross in. Jacket's going to change the rest of their forwards here, and Ori is going to go down hard. Not going to be a penalty. And Sue going to try to capitalize and clear this out. Vogelsang and Lekorchek on as your defenders now. Lekorchek going to be the one to collect, but Sue on the hard forecheck here. And it is Lekorchek able to clear that out. Sue going to try to come back in. They chuck that one deep into the zone. And it's going to be Vogelsang down there to collect it. Vogelsang trying to get that one chipped out. Sue keep it, though, at the blue line. Lekorchek now to collect. She's looking for her options. Trying to send it up to Clark, and nice move there by Clark to beat the defender. Loses it off the stick. Got to regroup, and it's going to be Flaherty, or Svensson, who tosses it back in. Jackets trying to get their defenders in place, but not quite, but I believe that is going to have enough to ice. So that puck will come back into the offensive zone here. 10:45 to go in the third. Jackets up 2-0. After goals by Dar and LaRoche in the first two periods. Puck goes down to Dar. LaRoche going to move in for it, trying to fight for possession. Now it slides to the corner, and Dar is going to be the one backhand over to LaRoche. Svensson getting in there as well. That puck slid to the middle, but defended well by the Greyhounds, and now Dar trying to tie that one up into the boards. Greyhounds loop around the sideboards, and they're going to be able to clear this one out. Foot race for Mullet here. Mullet trying to be the first one, takes a nice angle there to be able to get that puck free, and Greyhounds player is a little slow to get up. Svensson going to cross the blue line, loses the puck. LaRoche going to give it a backhand chuck toward the front of the net. Shot by Dar, and she scores. So Dar with her second of the day. LaRoche with her second point of the day with the assist on that one, and Jackets are going to go up 3-0. .10:03 to play in the third here. McInhill going to be out to take this face off. She's got Ori and Thomas with her. Puck still tied up in the middle. Goes back to the SOO defender. D to D pass. He's trying to spread this ice. And again, Jackets though, Ori able to capitalize, keep that at the blue line, looking for a shot. Comes to the middle, shot by Gutschall. Goes off the leg pads. Gutschall now gonna have to be racing over to the boards. McInhill able to keep that in. That one's gonna slide out. Thomas picks it up, sends it over to Douse, and now it's gonna be Douse trying to make her press toward the net. Douse gets to the top of the circle, shoots, and that I think went off the goalie mask. I don't know if she's feeling okay after that one. A little head shake by the goaltender. And we're gonna get a whistle, yeah. That goaltender's not feeling well. She's injured. Yeah, come. We need a whistle on that. That is so. Yeah, I think that puck went right off the face mask, and it was with speed. So we'll take a little break here while they get that sorted, and we'll be back. 9:22 to play. Jules got a concussion, and we played a 14U team at 12U, and she got hit right in the face mask, and she was out for 3 weeks. That was Rocket, yeah.
That's what I said on my shot.
I said she was not feeling okay. I was like, not even joking. I'm like, no, I think she's injured.
Yeah.
Got hit. I felt like it almost like went between like the poles and like double header on it. Was that Douse? Douse did that? Was she using it? Yeah. Aim for the gap.
Who do you guys play on Saturday?
What a Lions.
So Chicago played them yesterday. They said they beat them 4.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay. Just a little shaken up. You gotta count all your fingers and toes and make sure everything's still in the right place.
You guys have 2 goalies?
We originally did. Yeah. So, we don't really have a lot of goalies. Population of 80,000, but like each quartile, like most of their own goalies.
Yeah. So looks like she is gonna be shaking it off. Got a drink of water, and goaltender back in net. So puck is gonna go down. Flaherty makes contact. SOO gonna send it horseshoeing around the net. Dow's trying to meet it there, but that's gonna slide out. It's gonna come to Gutschall's stick. Gutschall gonna try to play it up to Olsgaard. SOO gonna meet it. SOO now. Backwards pass into the Jackets territory. Olsgaard trying to capitalize, and SOO again trying to make something happen. Jacket, SOO gonna send that one deep into the zone, as that's gonna go around the back of the boards. Gutschall meets it and sends it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard trying to tap that to the middle, dangerous, but Svensson able to get that. Nice stick poke by Douse, and now it's gonna be Svensson who's gonna take that across the ice into neutral territory. Tries to hit the brakes, drops the puck, and Jacket's gonna be forced to rush for this one. SOO get a shot that goes behind the net, and it's going to be Svensson able to get that over to, trying to get that over to Clark, bouncing puck, and SOO trying to come back. SOO with a little bit more fire after that, as they loop their way toward the net, try to take a shot, goes off the side. Jackets trying to get some pressure here, comes to the middle of the net, and Lekorchik going to give that one a swat, and that'll go down for an icing, but a little regroup moment for these Jackets, and we'll get a defensive zone face-off. 7:59 to play in this game. So puck gonna drop to McInhill. She's got Ori and LaRoche out with her. Myers and Mullet back on defense. Puck comes up to the blue line. Ori trying to pressure. Drops it down to the corner, and now that one's gonna slide behind the net. Mullet gonna be the first to the puck, trying to get enough on it to get that up to LaRoche. That's gonna slide to the middle. Ori trying to play it around the defender. Gonna dance the blue line, and that is gonna get out with McInhill. McInhill gets it up to Ori. Ori trying to get it to the center to LaRoche. Defended well by the Sioux. And now that one's gonna slide into the middle again. Another shot by McInhill is gonna go behind the net. Another shot by Ori into the goaltender. And now picked up by Myers again on the sideboards. Myers trying to keep possession here, trying to swoop it toward the middle, but Sioux gonna be able to exit into neutral territory. Jackets trying to keep this puck free and try to play it out, but caught at the blue line. Now that one's gonna loop around the back of the net. Mullet gives it a McInhill as well. Again, behind the back of the net. Picked up by McInhill. McInhill gets it to LaRoche. LaRoche is looking for the stick of Ori, and that one gets deflected, and Jackets are going to change a few here as Sioux regroup in their own zone. Sioux going to try to get this one out of the zone. They do, but with a little too much juice, and we'll get an icing. 6:43 to play in the game. Puck goes down to Flaherty. Thomas trying to fight for it. Sioux come away with it, take it behind their own net. Looking for an outlet pass. She's going to change directions and look for some space. Dowse drops low on the boards to try to keep this in. Gets it up to Svensson. Svensson's got Thomas in the middle. Can't quite make past the defender. Nice backwards backhand there by Avery in order to keep this one deep in the zone. Now Thomas again in the corner fighting for it. Picked up by Svensson. Svensson trying to hit the top, sends it through the crease. Flaherty dropping it back to Dowse, who had a hard pressure on her. Just drops that back in, and now we're going to get a penalty as soon as the Sioux touch it, which we do. So Sioux going to go to the box for the hit on Flaherty, and we will get a power play here with 6:03 to play. So Jacket's going to send out McInhill, LaRoche, Sullivan, Dar, and Dowse out here to try to put in the number 4. Puck goes down. McInhill with the send to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it to Dar. Dar back to Dowse. Dar trying to get it over to LaRoche now. LaRoche in the corner sends it back up to Dar at the point. Dar takes a shot off the leg pads. That was a rocket there as goes into the corner now. Sioux trying to get this cleared out. Caught by Sullivan. Sullivan now takes a shove in the back, and she's down. And now Dar's going to send her back down, and Dar's going to go to the box for that because obviously I get the sentiment, but it is what it is. I saw it, Juliet. I saw it. Yeah. I think it was the extra punch in the back of the head that sent Juliet. So 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute, and then we will be at the disadvantage for 30 seconds. 5:33 to left in this game. Puck comes to the front to Dowse. Goes into the shot from the blue line, goes into the legs of Ori, and now Vogelsang is going to be the one to pick it up. Vogelsang sends it behind the net to Dowse. Dowse back to Vogelsang, and now Vogelsang is going to and across this blue line, trying to play it past the defender, gets caught, or that red line, and up and out of play into the Greyhounds bench. 5:04 to play. 30 seconds left in the Sioux penalty. 1:01 left in the Jackets penalty. Puck goes down. McInhill trying to scoop it back to the defenders, and Sullivan able to get it over to Dowse. Dowse going to try to move this puck up, gets it to the red line, trying to toss it in, and we're going to get an offsides as the puck did not quite come all the way with her. And another face-off here. McInhill, Capri, Myers, and LaCourchick out here. Puck's down. Long pass, nicely picked off by Myers. Myers trying to make a press toward the net, defended well by the Greyhounds and picked back up, but Myers able to get another stick on it. Greyhounds now trying to loop it out. Greyhounds going to be back to full strength, and they are. Greyhounds back to full strength, and they loop it around looking for a shot on net, get it up to the point man, and she drops it to the coming player, but can't quite make the shot happen, and now Jackets trying to chip this out is McInhill. Hits the body, though. McInhill, again, trying to go for that puck. 8 in the Jackets penalty. Nice stick move there by the... Puck comes in for the SOO offsides, and Jackets are going to be back to full strength. Flaherty, Clark, and Svensson going to be out here to take this face off. Douse and Gutschall back on D. Puck still tied up underneath. Clark able to dig it out. Can't take it with her. Flaherty, though, going to toss it into the corner. Jackets with 4 minutes to kill here. Trying to play it safe, I assume. Gutschall dropping low, able to make some contact, and Flaherty backfilling that line, able to keep it right at the blue line. Svensson now gives that one a whack around the edge of the boards. And SOO trying to get this cleared out. Gutschall trying to drop low, hits the skate but can't quite control, and now Flaherty gets it over to Douse. Douse hits a stick of the SOO player but able to maintain possession, and now Douse going to try to come in, and a little offsides, as I think Svensson might have thought that pass was coming, but either way, 3:18 to play in the game. And we will get a neutral zone face-off here. Puck drops to Dar, able to chuck that into the zone, but SOO get it out quickly. Dar trying to maintain possession, tries to send that one backwards. Now that puck's going to go to the opposite wall. LaRoche trying to put on the Jets to get over there first. LaRoche knocks that one away, and now SOO trying to regroup in their own zone, but Sullivan going to try to make them pay for it. That puck bounces free, and LaCourchick able to get a stick on it. And now puck went out of play, but we're not going to call it. And bouncing now to Dar. It's going to pick it up, backhand pass to Vogelsang. And LaRoche able to get it out of the zone. Vogelsang now trying to work it through. Vogelsang going to take this one coast to coast. Trying to send that pass to Sullivan just a bit long, and Jackets with 2:30 left to kill here. So SOO going to try to make a press, looking for the puck there, and Dar ties it up and sends that one trickling into SOO territory. SOO again trying for that long stretch pass. McInhill able to get in the way, but knocks it into offensive territory for the Jackets, and we'll get an offsides call. So 2:06 now left in this game. Puck goes down, slides back, and it's going to be Myers to collect. Myers with a nice pass over to Olsgaard. Olsgaard going to try to knock that into the middle to McInhill. Defended well by the SOO. Can't quite get a shot off, but Olsgaard going to be able to pick it up in the corner. McInhill trying to hit the defender, but intercepted. Beautiful pass by Olsgaard. Bouncing puck, still loose, and we're going to get a whistle as that net came off. But Olsgaard sent a beauty of a pass from directly behind the net. Up to Ori or McInhill, I'm not sure which one it was. So McInhill to take this face off. Puck goes down, picked up by Ori. Ori's shot goes off the goaltender. SOO collects the rebound, take it behind the back of the net. SOO now trying to exit here. Send that up to the wing, and SOO are going to be able to get through, and this is going to be the best opportunity SOO has had all game. SOO tried to send the shot, beautifully defended by Olsgaard there to prevent a clean break-off, and Jackets now going to try to wake up for a minute and 20 seconds to prevent any scoring here. SOO tossed that one around the back, and it's going to be Mullet at the boards to meet it. Mullet and McInhill both in there, but SOO come off the boards with it. SOO working their way to the top of the circle, goes into the legs of Myers. Puck still loose, and now it's going to be Ori able to clear the zone. 1 minute remaining, and Jackets now again going for it. Body's falling, but Sioux have the puck with one man to beat. Sioux shoot, and no goal. I disagree on video review. I think that they will see that that was in, but we don't have video review at the 14U level, and so Mary's unscored upon streak stays alive. So 47 seconds remaining in the game, and Jackets almost give one up, but maintain the 3-0 victory here, or 3-0 lead. Puck goes down. Flaherty there to pick it up. Douse taking it around the back of the net, trying to get that up to Thomas. Able to get it out of the zone. Sioux collected in neutral ice, but they have to flee to get possession. Douse taking it around again. Leaps back and sends that one, trying to hit it on target, but not going to be, and it's going to be 25 seconds to play with a defensive zone faceoff down here. Puck goes down. Vogelsang there to pick it up. She tries to loop it around the back of the boards. Comes to the middle, and it's Dar able to pick it up. Dar gets it over to Sullivan, and with 17 seconds, Sullivan and Clark are going to try to make a press toward this net. Puck still loose. Dar comes off the boards with it, trying to take a shot. Low puck, shot again, and Clark scores it with 5.8 seconds. Clark is able to get it in back door. Is that her first of the?
Yeah.
That's Clark's first goal of the year. So way to get the monkey off the back, so they say. 5.8 seconds remaining here. Beautifully set up there by Juliet Dar. Juliet's having a heck of, was that Dar or Sullivan? I'll have to video review it. I'm losing focus late here. Yeah, I think it was Dar. Puck still loose, and that'll do it. So Jackets with a decisive 4-goal victory here. Mary Shorman still the shutout queen of the tournament, yet to be scored against here in Detroit. We will be back for game number 2 versus Florida Alliance, 7 p.m., quite the break. So stay with us and we'll be back.